Hello viewers. US rapper Lil Durk arrested over murder for hire plot. Please don't forget to share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exclusive content. Rapper Lil Durk, whose real name is Durk Derek Banks, has been arrested and charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. The charges stem from a shooting that took place in August 2022 in Los Angeles that resulted in the death of another rapper's cousin. The target of the alleged murder for hire plot was rapper Quando Rondo. According to court documents, in August 2022, 5 associates of Lil Durk's Chicago-based rap collective Only the Family, OTF, traveled to Los Angeles to carry out the attempted killing. The plan was organized and paid for by top OTF associate Keon Grant. Grant allegedly obtained hotel rooms for the men, purchased ski masks and 2 luxury cars to use. He also provided guns, including a fully automatic machine gun. The group then allegedly followed Quando Rondo and his cousin Saviay'a Robinson as they drove around Los Angeles doing errands. At a gas station, 3 of the men got out of their car and opened fire on Rondo and Robinson. Robinson was shot and killed, but Rondo was not hit. The men then met up with Grant at an In-N-Out restaurant where they discussed payment before flying back to Chicago. As a result of the investigation, Grant, Dirk Jones, Cortez Lindsay, Darius Maddox and Christopher Willis were all arrested on Thursday in Chicago and charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. Details on lawyers for the men were not immediately available in court records. After his own arrest, documents state that Durk attempted to flee the country. He reportedly booked 2 flights from South Florida to Dubai and Switzerland but was arrested in Miami before boarding a private flight to Italy. All the defendants are now being held pending transfer to Los Angeles. An unnamed co-conspirator in the indictment allegedly offered money and opportunities to work with OTF to anyone who took part in killing Quando Rondo. In addition to the 2022 shooting, earlier reports state some of the accused men shot at a car carrying Rondo, his sister, and cousin Robinson, killing Robinson. In other recent developments, the mother of slain Chicago rapper FBG Duck filed a lawsuit accusing Durk, OTF, and the late rapper King Von of involvement in Duck's 2020 death. Durk himself had charges including attempted murder dropped in 2019 following a non-fatal shooting in Atlanta. He now faces serious federal conspiracy charges related to Robinson's 2022 death. If convicted, Durk could face life in prison or the death penalty. Prosecutors will seek to prove he paid to have Quando Rondo murdered as an act of revenge following past conflicts between their respective rap crews. The case has brought more scrutiny to violence and criminal activities some say are glorified in parts of the hip-hop community. Durk said he had proof of recording in the studio that night but wouldn't divulge details due to the ongoing case. He insisted rivals often fabricate rumors to tear him down amid his rising fame and fortune. His voice wavered when discussing putting his life and career in jeopardy over false accusations. "I know what it's like living that street life," Durk added, growing emotional. "But I left that on the tracks. I left that in Chicago. I made it to give my family something better, you feel me? I just want to take care of mine." Durk maintained his innocence and vowed to fight the charges, claiming he'd proved detectives built their case on lies and misdirection rather than facts. His supporters online rallied around the hashtag #FreeDurk while skepticism grew over law enforcement's version of events. 2 weeks later, new developments again shook up the case. First, a key eyewitness who originally identified Durk as being at the shooting scene recanted their testimony, claiming police pressured them into fingering the famous rapper. Then, stunning proof emerged suggesting Durk really was in Chicago recording during the night of the murder. Video surfaced from a local studio where Durk and other artists were captured on security cameras working late into the evening of March 11 in the Windy City. The footage appeared legitimate and aligned with time-stamps from the West Coast shooting. Durk's lawyer hailed it as vindicating evidence confirming his alibi while raising serious questions about the integrity of the investigation. At another press conference, Gaskin stood by the charges but acknowledged they may need to re-evaluate pieces of evidence in light of the bombshell studio recordings. He vowed his office would continue diligently pursuing the truth. But prosecutors faced a credibility crisis. Many wondered how police concluded Durk was in Los Angeles pulling triggers without any physical proof, relying instead on questionable witness testimony and gang ties as a motive. His story suddenly seemed more plausible. Public opinion shifted more toward Durk, creating pressure to dismiss the case absent new exculpatory findings. His legal team filed to get the charges dropped, seizing momentum. Within days, the DA's office agreed to do so, conceding doubt had arisen in their evidence too substantial to proceed. At a final press availability, Gaskin wished to make clear they still believed a murder occurred and others may have been culpable. But he said it was the ethical decision to withdraw from prosecuting Lil Durk specifically at this stage due to issues undermining confidence in their allegations against him. "We must always seek truth and justice, not just convictions," Gaskin stated. "New questions have arisen that require answers the people deserve. I will not move forward with a case I no longer have confidence we can prove beyond a reasonable doubt." While stopping short of apologizing, the message amounted to an admission of overreach. Reporters pressed for transparency on what went wrong, but Gaskin offered little explanation before exiting without taking questions. A free man once more, Lil Durk celebrated the dismissal on social media, thanking his supporters for never doubting him. He declared victory while acknowledging the personal toll of facing life behind bars for a crime he swore he didn't commit. The rapper also aimed to move forward positively from the ordeal. In an Instagram video posted soon after, Durk addressed the camera directly to share an important lesson he'd learned from adversity. "What I've been through the last few months just showed me we gotta do better at resolving beef without violence," Durk stated somberly. "Nobody wins when the streets get involved. We all bleed red, feel pain, none of that's worth a life or someone's freedom. You feel me? It's time for change." With the wrongful allegations behind him, Lil Durk seems determined to channel his experience raising social awareness rather than dwell in bitterness. How the still unfolding fallout may influence his music and message as one of rap's biggest stars, and what accountability may surface regarding the prosecution's Ms.